Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm working through a series on my channel. For the month of March, I'm tackling something I'm calling March Madness, which is a basketball reference for those of you non-sporty types, which I think is mini crafters. So don't feel bad if that's your experience. But March Madness, in my world, it means that I'm tackling two scrapbooking challenges at the same time. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted tonight. So the first series I'm working through is series 14 of 30 Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. And today this is our sketch, and it is a hand-drawn sketch, which is always kind of fun. Let me see that. And it is by Amanda Castle. So we are going to work with that sketch. I just kind of walked in the door, so I'm not really sure. So I pulled this stuff out last night, which is good because I would have walked into nothing. But I was like, maybe I'll skip the live tonight because I had kind of a weird day. But then I was like, no, scrapbooking is for me, and I'm going to do that, and it's okay. So here I am going live, completely unprepared. So all I have prepared is what I did last night, which is grab the sketch and grab the photos. And then I made this background piece last night because I was not sure it would work out because this polka dot piece in the back is a scrap. So on this sketch, I don't know if you can see that, it is starts out with 3 layers in the background. So like a base layer and then a second layer and a third layer. So my centerpiece is 11 by 11, I think. And I think the polka dot one is roughly 11.5 by 11.5, but I think it's not quite right. And you can see that it's a little bit crooked around the edges, but I'm just going to work with it because I think it turned out okay. So that's where I'm going. And these were the photos I was going to work with. This is from Universal Studios Haunted House, I believe, and it is The Bride of Chucky. And I have just a little story to tell about why this movie was extra scary for me when it came out. And then so I pulled a Halloween collection. I'm not sure how this is going to go. The reason that I pulled the Halloween collection is because I was like, this is a horror movie. Thought about pulling out like movie stuff, and then I was like, spooky, so I went with Halloween. So I'm gonna roll with it. We'll see how it goes. This is an old October Afternoon collection from 2012. Remember when collections came like this? Check this out. There are 12 sheets of double-sided paper. There's an alpha with some tags on it. There's a whole sticker sheet. And then there's 2 6x12 sheets. One is just labels and one is like variety of stickers. And every paper was different. So I was like, I forgot that collections used to come like this and love it still. Anyway, this is an older one. I didn't buy it new, but I've had it for a number of years. So it's over 10 years old. 2012. So yeah, 12 years old. So I probably bought it a couple years later. Yeah, crooked fits with Halloween. That's true. And I embrace the crooked. I mean, I don't think it's terrible. And I think once the layout's done, especially once I get all my stuff on there, nobody's going to notice. But anyway, I was marveling at the size of that collection kit. But anyway, moving forward. Oh, and I'm also doing the Calvin Ball thing for the month of March. Sorry, I am very distracted today. Yeah, I'm also on call, so I keep looking at my phone. So if I do get a phone call, I might have to end the live stream just because we have a lot going on at work, but I'm going to wing it. And we're going to see where it takes us, and whatever happens, happens. That's the fun of going live, right? And this is my real life. I'm not in a fancy studio or anything. This is just welcome to the house of Nadine. So Calvin Ball, the craziest, most unpredictable and exciting online scrapbooking and crafting challenge. The rules change every day, and I'm just realizing that I did not check what the rules had changed to today. So I will have to look that up while we are on here, and that's okay. We're just going to roll with it. I did take the time to go and buy myself a tea because I felt like I earned it today. Anywho, let's go for it. So this is the papers that I still have left from there. So not all of them, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I guess, yeah, I did have all of them still. And I know I had doubles of some of these. So anyway, and some of them were just scraps, like that polka dot one and this one. Some of them are, it has been used, just not a ton. And of course, a lot of the things that go with it are not going to go on my layout because I don't want it to be Halloween themed. I want it to be movie kind of themed because this is about a movie. And I'm going to take the 2 tags that are here that are kind of splayed like that, and I'm just going to overlap them a little bit because this one has this flash in it. And so I'm just going to kind of cover that up. And she's on the side anyway. This is, for those of you who don't know, from the movie Child's Play. And I think this one is Child's Play 3 or 4, and it was The Bride of Chucky. So I love horror movies. I know that's not everybody's thing, but I do try to keep the super creepy stuff that I scrapbook off of the internet because I know it's not for everyone. So anyways, bear with me. I don't think Chucky, as he is in these photos, is super scary. Although when those movies came out, and this is the story I'm telling on this layout, my brother had a My Buddy doll. Now, I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember My Buddy, but he was essentially this doll pre-possession. So this doll is allegedly possessed by a serial killer in the movie. And my brother had a doll that looked just like this. We grew up in the late 90s or early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And that was a time when we were trying to make things fair and equal, and little boys got dolls. And my brother had My Buddy, who in my mind was Chucky. And I used to call him that. I used to make my brother sad. And I was kind of a bully, I guess. Okay. So one of the things that's on our Calvin Ball list that I think will add to the idea that this is a movie are film strips. So I have these ones from, what's this? Oh yeah, 49 in Market. I kept wanting to say Spectrum something, and Spectrum is on here now that I'm looking at it, which might be why I was thinking that. But so I'm not sure what exactly I want to do here, but I'm thinking like something like this for my title. And that's going to house my title. I want my title to be Bride, or Chucky and His Bride. And I don't even remember her name. I would have to look it up, so it doesn't matter. And I'm trying to decide what letters I want to use. Do I want to do red? I think red would help me tell my story. He is a little cereal doll after all. I also recently learned that the original Annabelle, also if you're a horror movie person, you'll know already probably. But Annabelle, the movie that Annabelle was, or the actual doll that the Annabelle movies were made after, she was a Raggedy Ann doll, which made me very sad because Raggedy Ann was my favorite doll. So we won't tell my brother that. I don't want him walking around calling my Raggedy Ann doll Annabelle. Okay. So I think I'm just going to go with these chipboard letters, which are not new either. It says American Crafts Prancer. I know that I got these ones secondhand. but they were a full set. And I know that these kind of chipboard letters have terrible adhesive, so we are going to have to be extra gentle with them. I don't see a date though. I just know they're old because of the packaging. They've changed their branding. I'm sure it'll change again now. Anywho, there it is. So this is what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to just put a little bit of adhesive on my tags, which I cut from that same polka dot paper scrap. And enough that I can still pick them up if I want to, and move them around. And then this one, though, I think I'm going to make it a little bit more permanent with some white glue. Because I already know that I want that to house my title. So, anybody else out there, horror movie fans? Probably not. I know it's not a popular genre. My oldest son actually really doesn't love them either. And we started, because our youngest one loves them, and he was only, I don't know, he was little when his brother moved out because they're 10 years apart. We watched them all together, and it was like a kind of a family thing that we did when the youngest one became like a teenager, and started with lesser stuff, you know, like fantasy fiction like Lord of the Rings and that sort of thing. And then it moved to like demonic weird movies. But anyway, and then when we would all gather as a family, we go to pick a movie, we realized our oldest is not on the same train as the rest of us. He's like, no, I don't want to watch creepy horror movies, guys. Thanks anyhow. And I don't think he would have appreciated some of the like travel stuff that we've done since he moved out either. Like when we were in Portland and we were in Seattle, we went to places called peculiariums where they have like creepy, weird, it's like a museum kind of, but it's got like peculiar things, and some of them are quite creepy. Okay, Chucky, here we are. And this, I've only used this once, and it was really recent. I used it on the weekend, actually, when I was at the Jennifer Edwardson Use Your Own Product, because I was working with a collection that had a lot of red in it. So hopefully I'll have all the words all the words I need. Yes, hopefully I will have all the words I need, because words are not my friend today. Chucky and his bride. And if I thought more people would know her name, I would probably just put her name, but I don't think that. Chucky and his. Do I want his in a different font though? I think I do. Nope, that's not my work. I will ignore it. Okay. It's like, is it a full moon? Just keep thinking about what a weird day I had. Anywho. Oh, that's neither here nor there. Focus. There we go. Now I'm on to something. Chucky and I'm thinking maybe one of those little what am I thinking? I know what I'm thinking, but I'm not making any sense. And I'm going to grab, while I'm over here, my other ATG because I noticed tape is starting to run long. Word strips, that's where I was going with that. I have these, and I'm wondering if it has his in it. And then I could put Chucky and his bride. No, it does not. Unless I used it already. Her. Maybe I used both of them. I don't know. Okay, so not that. What else do I got? Ooh, I have these little puppy letters. Let's see. That one? Sorry, I can't turn it off because I need to be able to be here if they need me. But if they do, it'll be soon. Yeah, so I wanted it to fit kind of like this. Okay, so it's going to be okay. And this, I'm glad I bought as many of these as I did. I know even at the time I was like, do I really need 4? And yes, the answer is yes, I did. If I could have ordered a lifetime supply and it would just keep replenishing itself, that would have been better. But that's not how scrapbooking supplies come, right? Chucky and his bride. Okay. So anybody else go to like Universal Studios and wander through the haunted house? I was kind of surprised by that one because in most of the haunted houses I've been to, there's like not as many jump scares. And I thought because it's such a family-friendly park, there wouldn't be. But oh well, whatever. It was strange. Okay, Chucky and his bride. I am going to just leave those as is. I think I will probably permanently glue things down after I'm done filming because like I said, I'm just really not ready for this video and I apologize for that, but it couldn't be helped. And so I think I'm just gonna do my best and add all the things and then we will go from there. So I am also going to add stitching lines to the outside. So on the sketch, she has journaling around the outside and I don't want a journal like that. I am going to do handwritten journaling, but it's going to be on a tag because I already did it. It was one of the things that I did have time for. So I hope everybody is having fun out there with all of the challenges that are online. I am doing both Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches and Calvin Ball, but I also have been seeing other ones that have been popping up and I'm like, oh, that would be fun. I saw some stuff from Scrap Squad. I saw some stuff from Scrap-A-Sketch. There's on Scrapbook Generation, one of the ladies is doing like, I think it's like a year-long challenge where it's like something, I don't know, it has something to do with once a week. Is it a layout a week? I can't remember. But nevertheless, it looks like fun. I haven't really looked super close at it, but every time she posts a layout for it, I'm like, oh, that's really cool. So I'm starting to wonder like if there's sketches for it or what her challenge is exactly. So I want to go look that one up, but maybe not during the month of March when I'm doing these 2 challenges because, you know, a girl's only got so much time to scrapbook, right? And I'm loving scrapbooking every day. Oh boy. It's so funny because, you know, honestly, my family during the week, they don't talk to me much. They really don't. They're all busy with their own lives. My kids are in their 20s, right? Like they're busy. And then I leave my phone on because I'm on call and it has to ding every 5 seconds. And not one of it has been to do anything with work. Who knows? Who knows what they're all up to over there? I am excited that one of my kids is coming home for Easter. It's going to be fun. We don't get enough of our kids around here anymore. They all live far, far away. Darn them loving their sense of adventure, hey? Okay, so I have a stitched line around the outside edge. I want something to like string up my tags. What should I use for that? Baker's twine or something different? What could I grab? Let's see. What do I have? I'm thinking maybe something different. What about, what do I have in here? I have some ribbon, but I also have like these kind of, I don't know, like this one. I don't know what that is even. It's not like an embroidery floss and it's not like a twine. It's it's like a hemp or something. I'm not really sure. So I think I might use that. That looks okay. I don't know. And then I have to decide, do I want to put like a brad or do I want to put like an eyelet, or do I want to staple? Staple's on the list. Maybe I should staple it. Staple sounds like a good solution, hey? Okay, so I'm going to measure this so that it's off the page a little. And trim. And then I'll measure this one so that it comes off the page a little also. And then we'll have the base of our layout and we'll be able to start embellishing, which is my favorite part. I don't know about you guys, but I like the embellishing part. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so where is my tiny attacher? Right here. So I'm just going to measure this, not measure it, but like line it up so that it's kind of like halfway. And then I'm going to take that halfway loop and lift this back up. Remember, I didn't tack it down very well because I just kind of wanted it to stay in place, but I didn't want it to be forever. There we go. So then I have two little staples there. And I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm going to just loop it in half. And I'm going to put the loop onto the tag. Nope, does not want to stay. It's being very fussy. Okay. There we go. And then I'll just tack them back down, covering up that flash on there because I didn't want that showing. And then up here, I think I'm going to washi tape it in the back for now, and then I'll put some glue on it maybe later. But for now, I kind of just want it to be like loose on there so that you can kind of see it, but it's not like willy-nilly all over the place, you know? So just a little washi at the back to hold those down. Ooh, for that one. I have really been struggling with my washi lately, and I think it's because some of it's getting aged. And it does not peel off as nicely as it does when you buy it brand new. But then I've bought some new ones that don't really peel nicely either, so might be a catch-22. Okay. There we go. Tear that off. So that should be good for now. Oops. All those non-sticky stickers. Like I said, just lightly tacked down for now, right? Okay. Now this has like a little, I think this is actually her username, probably on Instagram, and it says at a joyful scrapper. So maybe if you're interested in seeing her stuff, you could check her out at a joyful scrapper. And then I think I want a little bit of sprinkle on there before I get too carried away. And I'm going to go with white. And I have this Mr. Huey's Color Mist in Calico White. And just gonna okay. That has somebody's medical information on it, so I will not put that as my scrap. Where is my other scrap paper that I had yesterday? Here. Okay. So I just don't want it on my photos, but I think it'll be okay over here. A little bit of sprinkle. I'm just going to put it kind of like this way across. Yeah. There we go. All right. And then I'll probably just not keep it on the letters so much. It's okay if they're a little whitewashed. That's fine. I'm okay with that. All right. There. So sprinkle, splatter, that's also on the sketch. I've got my title up here where she has her @ like username. I think that's where I'm going to put my date. So where is my label sheet? So inside of this kit was this label sheet, and it was blank, but I had some old Halloween rub-ons and I checked to see if they were working, and they were. So I put them on some of the tags and left them in the kit. But this one said date, and I stamped the date of when we went to this. And I think that's just going to go, oops, up in the top left over here. And this is a sticker and a stamp and a date. And it's going to go right there. All right. So now is the time where we're going to embellish, and we're going to look up what's on the list. And I'm going to pull the list out. Just add some stuff to it. There is, I think it's on that one. Nope. Wrong. Okay, so we have, uh-oh. Oh no, I saw it said no double dipping day. I thought that was today. I'm like, oh no. Okay, so added today is, ooh, somebody was listening to me. Thanks, Alice. I wanted wood veneer. So that is here. And gears. I think I had both of those in my list of wishes. Yay! These are not my wishes over here. This one says button, multi-photo, and mushrooms. Good Lord. They have some of the weirdest things in here. Hey, and then I have to see if things were removed. Let's see. Green was removed. I already crossed it off. Birthday. Oh no, staple was removed and I already stapled. Okay, flower. Chicken. Gnome. Enamel dot. Penguin was removed and yellow was removed. Did I cross those out? Yep. Snow was removed. And okay, so that is my list that's going to help me embellish now. Okay, so we have one of the things on the list is stars. I bet you there's stars on this sticker sheet, right? So where do we have? Oh, but I might have used them all. That's okay. We can find more. I have a whole box of embellishments beside me. Okay. Let's see. Nope, that's not what I want. All right. Let's see if we can find a star in here. What do you think? It's a mystery. Got some arrows though. I don't know. Most of the stuff in here is gray. I want gray. No, not really. I was thinking I think I wanted to go with black and white. Maybe that's a better bet. I was just thinking because this is kind of an off-white, but I think it'll be fine. Oh, there's a gear. That was on our list, right? Ooh, these are good. How about that one? That's got stars on it. We could put a little heart between Chucky and his bride. There we go. Okay, let's see what else we got. So we got some stars right there. They could also go up here. We'll see how that works out. And then what else do we have? Stars, polka dot paper, got that. An arrow. Yes, let's find an arrow. I have all of these to my left. Acrylic pieces, but do I have arrows? Let's see. Not really. I have one, but it's not. It's got a big old heart in it. I don't have any. Oh, hang on. Could I do this ampersand instead? And it's got an arrow on it. Let's do that. There we go. Something like that. Take that off the table. And how's that? Got a heart. Oh, those are music notes. That's not what I'm looking for. I was gonna say, I think I also have paper clips that are hearts, or that are arrows, but we don't need to look for that because we already got our arrow. Stamp. These are also stamps. They're just stamped and previously cut. I do if I have leftovers of stuff, sometimes I'll stamp an image and then cut it out and put it in these little boxes. This black and white one's overflowing because I used to just do it in black ink, and then I was like, I need other colors. Handwritten journaling. Okay, so on that same sticker sheet of the labels, there was this little journaling tag, and I did journal about my brother's doll and how it made this movie extra spooky for me. So we are going to put my journaling somewhere down here, maybe overlapping. I'm not really sure, but I'm just going to tuck it right here for now. And a heart, yes. A stamp and date. Striped paper. I did not use striped paper. Is there a striped paper that I could add to? I don't think I saw one that wasn't really colorful in this collection. Nope. But I betcha. Let me just have a quick gander in my scraps to my side here on my floor. I could use this for something, even if I just cut a little strip of it and put it down here. So let's do that. And then I have a striped paper. See how Calvin Ball is building my layout for me? Hi, Susan. You just happened to see I was live? Oh, thank you for joining. That's so exciting. Thanks. I'm doing a challenge for myself called March Madness, and it's going to be all month long, and I'm going to go live at 6 p.m. Mountain Time as many days of the month of March that I can, and create with a sketch from 30 Days of Sketches, and use the Calvin Ball prompts to help me build my layout. So that's what I'm doing here today. So I'm going to tuck this under. A little bit under this as well, I think. There we go. So something like that. And then we got that on there, which is awesome. For now, this is just going to go there. What else do we have on this list? Striped paper, stitching. I already did a faux stitching line. I don't think butterflies are going to go with this one. Ooh, I could tear my striped paper. It does say torn paper. Let's do that. Add a little something something to the layout. What else do we got on there? Paper clip. Ooh, what kind of paper clip could I use? I think I have some black ones. Hang on. I'll grab one in a second. Just going to ink that edge up a little bit and retuck it under here. I'm not, like I said before, I don't think I'm going to glue very much down while I'm live. I'll just do that after. But thought you might enjoy seeing how Calvin Ball helps me put my layout together a little bit more, even though it's really just because I wasn't ready today. So I have these paper clips. I feel like I could use one or two of those. So I'll pull those out. This one's kind of stuck on something. The dog does not match. I also have these diamond version. Anyway. Are those all the black paper clips I have? Probably. I used to have some little mini black ones, but I don't think I have any left. Anyway, I think that's what I have, essentially. So maybe one of these could go like up here to like clip my date to my layout. I think that would work out pretty cool. But do I want it like that or more like that? I kind of actually looks better. So take those off. What else do we have on our list? So we got torn paper, paper clip, lace. No, I'm not going to add lace. A rainbow. This is not rainbow material. A doily. Do I have a doily I could add? Let's see. Do I have something that would like make this okay? You know what? I do. It's really small. But I think I could make this work somehow. It's just going to tuck. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the home for my gear. Something like that. Washi. Sure, I can get washi on here. What kind of washi should I use? How about like a star washi with a gold star? It kind of reminds me of movies, so something like that. Put that there for now. A little something to think about. A cut file. I did have a film strip cut file that I had pulled out, but it didn't look nice on here. Sketch, I'm using that already. Using up a product. No, I don't think I'll get to that today. Fussy cutting. Well, all of, like, these stamped images are stamped and then fussy cut out, so I count that as fussy cutting. Film strips, memorabilia, no. A grid, no. Rain, no. Rabbit, no. Plaid, not happening. A banner or pennant flag. Well, yeah. How about this one right here? Just happens to be laying beside us. We'll put that on there somehow. And get rid of that striped paper because it keeps getting in my way. What else do I have? Frame. Frog. No, not happening. Wood veneer and gears. Okay, so let's see if there are frames down here. Because sometimes I have also stick in like leftover ephemera from those frames and tags ephemera. You know what I'm saying? So might be something somewhere along the way that fits the bill. That's not a frame. Okay. Oh, and no. 0 for 2. Nice. Ooh, look at these ones. I think I hit the jackpot. So I have these ones today. Happy, Insta love, Insta love, Insta like. And so I think I'm just going to use the one that says today. Not sure where I'm going to put it yet. And wood veneer. I have, hang on. I'm going to grab this. Because it has like a bunch of little like teeny tiny wood veneers that I think would be good on here. So I'll set that up there for a second. Make sure there's no bigger pieces I want to add first. Avocado, no. Flower. It's a stretch. I don't probably have something like that. Sequins. Yeah, something sequins on here. I'm sure of it. Even if it's just a little bit of red to bring in that title. Look at the. So I picked up sequins. Well, I don't buy sequin mixes because I just Anyway, I'm cheap. And this one I got at a thrift shop, and it said 25 cents on it, which was fine. But this price tag is from Woodward's. I don't know how many Canadians I have out there, but Woodward's is like 30 years out of business, and it says 30 cents on it. Anyway, I thought that was really funny. Thought I bought it for 25 cents, and whoever bought it knew spent 30. Did they come from a museum? They're from the haunted house at Universal Studios. So I was saying at the beginning, and I think I lost a lot of viewers when I said it, but I'm a big fan of horror movies. And then people disappear. But anyway, I like weird stuff. I do tend to keep my scrapbooking of the weird things. I do scrapbook weird things like peculiariums. I was looking at a picture when I was looking at these ones actually, and it was of an exorcism kit. And I was like, that's not for everybody. We won't put that on YouTube. Anyway, yeah, 30 days of sketches. You're doing that too. It's so fun, right? Christy, especially now that she has people making exclusive sketches. I never come across one where I'm like, oh, I've seen this one before. I just love it. You used to have a store called Woolworths? Yeah. It might have been. I don't know. Woodward. Yeah, it's crazy. I was like, that's so funny that it's from that long ago, because like Woodward's was closed when I moved here when did I move here? 1995 it would have been. Yeah, because my baby boy he wasn't even a year old, and he was born in 94, and I moved in January. So yeah. True story. Crazy times. I don't know where I'm going to put this yet, but it's going on here, maybe up here. And then, so that's my frame. Got some wood veneer out. What was I doing? Oh, I was going through this little list. Sequins, viewfinder. Always have a viewfinder. These ones didn't print really great, but that's okay. See how, anyway, they're kind of like the black is black, but it's a little bit off color, like almost like there's like a green tint to it. I think my ink was running out when I printed them. Glitter. I don't feel like glitter is going to happen on here. And stenciling. No, I didn't do that today. Cake. No. Theme park. Yes, I was at Universal Studios. So I think that counts, right? Faith, Photo Corners, Unicorn Mermaid, Splatter, got it. Dinosaur Tag, got it. Orange, no. Christmas, no. Camera, I could add a camera. You can always add a camera when you're scrapbooking, because we're talking about our photos here. So if I don't have one hiding in this little bucket of mine, I am just going to punch one out because I have a camera punch. Because just because I do. Doesn't everybody have a camera punch? No. I don't often buy my punches brand new because I feel like their price point is really high. And I think that a lot of people like take up crafting or buy things for like making a certain craft, and then they get rid of it. So I feel like I can come across that stuff fairly often. But this particular, here's another one. I kind of like it in threes. This particular camera punch, I did purchase brand spanking new from Creative Memories. I'm pretty sure that's where it's from. See? It is. Isn't it cute too? I love it. Let me see. Just need a little scrap of something. Let's see what I got down here. Ooh, perfect. I have this dark gray from something I was working on the weekend, and I did not have time to go punch my cardstock scraps because I was too busy. There we go. So I have a little camera. And that's going to go on here too. Or do I want it in red? Well, no, because I'm going to use the glitter. And when I say glitter, I always think of Lady Glitter Sparkles. Did anybody else's kid want to watch the Trolls movie on repeat? Not my own personal kid, but my grandkid. He watched that movie relentlessly. And my son can recite the entire movie because his kid watched it so many times, which is really funny. A 4-leaf clover, llama, gold. Well, there's gold stars on here. Hedgehog, airplane, ticket. Could always squeeze a ticket in here. Where is my bucket of tickets? Knocking things down. There's got to be a black and white one in here somewhere. How about this one? It's kind of grayish. These ones are from 49 and Market. Use one of those. What else have we got on this list? Stickers. These were stickers. Aqua or teal. That's not happening. A bow. Maybe I can find a little bow in here. A leaf. A pear. A button. Now I can probably squeeze a button on here. Multi-photo. I don't know. Does that mean 2 photos or does it mean more than 2? And I am not putting mushrooms on a layout about Chucky and his bride. Okay. Just going to use a little bit of a ticket. It's part of my cluster. Put that back in there. And yeah, I think that's how I'm going to embellish. So let's see. I think that my gold stars are going to go across the bottom because I do feel like they kind of represent the movies. And this was about Universal Studios and the movie The Bride of Chucky. All right, where did it go? Lost my white glue, you guys. Crisis. I feel like most of my day's been in crisis mode. Why not scrapbooking too? Just kidding. It wasn't in crisis. It was just one of those, what's that? What's that play that Shakespeare did that's like, oh, A Comedy of Errors. That's more like describes my day. Just like nothing went right today. I had 2 clients booked for appointments. Neither one showed up. The internet went down. Try doing any job right now without the internet. It's tricky, telling you, unless you work outdoors on something. If you work in an office or in a classroom, or I feel like pretty much a lot of things, the internet is our friend. I was like, really? No internet? And at my job, that also means our phones don't work. True story. Multi is more than 1 for sure. Okay, thanks, Susan. I will take that as permission to use this as part of my points. Okay. So I think that star, and then I want this little cluster here is going to be my next thing to tackle. Very old sticker, so it shouldn't stick too bad on there, but it's going to go back there. I just need to put some adhesive down because I was just layering just to see where things were going to go. Temporary. I just want it under that. Okay. So that's that. That's very crooked. I don't know if I can get it to layer up better or not. I'm just popping the whole thing apart. Oh my gosh. You guys probably are watching and being like, this girl is a hot mess. That is accurate. You are correct. At least the mess part. It's a bit chilly here today. I mean, it's warm for this time of year, but it's not like t-shirt weather or anything. Well, it depends who you are. I saw two kids. Well, kids. I say kids, but they're probably in their 20s. Racing each other up like probably one of the steepest hills in town. And I was like, oh, to be young again. They were like, it was like they were on a running challenge of some sort, and they got to the bottom of that really steep hill and they paused and they turned and they looked at each other and they high-fived and they ran back up. And I was like, man, I wish I could do these things. Not that I was ever much of a runner, and I was the world's slowest runner when I did run. And yes, there was a time in my life where I did it, but not because I wanted to. But yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, that is impressive. And they were wearing shorts and t-shirts, but they were running. So I guess if you're exerting enough body heat, it could be t-shirt weather. I don't know. What does that look like? It's okay, right? Okay. And then where else are we going with this? So I think I'm going to ink around the edges of this. And we're at an hour already. Oh my gosh. See, I told you I was going to be a slow poke today. Just didn't know where I was going with all the things. Sorry. My bad. Disaster area around here. 1, 2, 3. And I think I want this one kind of down this way, maybe under here. And again, I feel like viewfinders can go on every page because they also remind me of like looking at photos. So here we go. This is gonna need a little extra, I think. I'm just gonna put it on the left because it looks like it's sticking just fine to the photo. Okay. Now, she needs to move over a bit. He needs to move over a bit. And then I think I'm gonna actually glue them down. But I have an idea of where things are going. Ooh, and I've twisted her all up. Let's see. There we go. Yep. Oop, a little bit further. I just want this string to be like semi-taut, but not like making holes in the top. Okay, and this one. Okay, so let's see. I think we have a pretty good idea now of what this layout is going to be like. So should we count up our points now that I know what's all going on here? And I'm just cutting this out a little bit better because I don't like the white edge on it. It's not even to me. So it's just going to come right off. Okay. Susan, have you ever done Calvin Ball before? It's fun. All right. And then this one. I'm going to stick out from here. Here we go. And then let's see what else. I think everything else I can glue down after. You get the gist, right? And then I'm also, maybe I'll just show you what I'm going to plan to do with my wood veneer and my sequins. Oh yeah, and my little tag I was going to put on. Because I wanted my photos adhered down at least before I turned off the camera. There. All right, so we are going to put some sequins in our little clusters. Something like that. And then a couple up here. And then for the wood veneer, I thought maybe, oops, this does not want to let me have another one. There, something like that. Wood veneer. Let's see. Ooh, you know what would be really fun on this one? The potty people. Do you know what I mean by that? It's like these little guys that are like on the door of the washroom, which I wish sometimes were on more washrooms because sometimes I'm not sure, especially when they like have like obscure looking things on it. And maybe those are meant to be gender neutral, but I also don't want to make a mistake. So anyway. I once went to a place that had bathrooms labeled urinals and no urinals. And I was like, thank you. You don't have to tell me what gender I am. I already know, but how do I use the bathroom? That's what I need to know. Okay. There we go. And I think that is everything. So I am going to glue the rest down off camera and add some points up on here. So we have a star, polka dot paper, an arrow, handwritten journaling, a heart, a stamp, a date, striped paper, stitching, torn paper, a paper clip, a doily, washi tape. We used a sketch. I did some fussy cutting. I got film strips. I have a banner piece, a frame, some wood veneer, and some gears. I also have some sequins, a viewfinder. It's at a theme park. We got splatter on there. We have tags. We have a camera. We have some gold. We have a ticket and a sticker. And it's multi-photo. We agreed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a button. Do I want to add a button? Sure, why not, right? Okay, let me see. What kind of button shall I use? How about... Ooh. How about this little star button? It's very cute. There we go. And it brings that color from the wood veneer kind of up into the corner. Okay. Button added. And then I also get a point for completing a layout, making a video, posting to the Circle Gallery, posting to Instagram. posting on Facebook and posting here on YouTube. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37. Same points as yesterday. That's pretty good. Okay, so I did it, even though I didn't have time to prep. I'm sorry about the discombobulated person that you came to watch today. I hope it wasn't too terrible. And if it is, just please be kind. And I hope to see you guys again soon. I will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Thanks, Kimberly. And thank you, Elizabeth. Yes, it's lots of points, right? As Calvin Ball goes on and there's more things on the list, it's easier to acquire points for sure. So, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mountain Time if you guys want to come watch me again doing the same challenge, different photos, different sketch. It's going to be fun. Calvin Ball changes every day. I don't know what the rules will be today. I stapled because I thought Staples was on the list and it wasn't. So I will also be posting a picture of this if you're not in the Circle Gallery for Calvin Ball. I will post it on my Instagram, which is Paper Route Scrapbooking on Instagram as well. Yeah, so I think that's it. Thanks for being here, everyone. An extra special thank you to everybody who commented live. I really, really appreciate you guys. It makes me feel like I'm not sitting out here talking to myself like a weirdo. And to everybody who comments from the future, I really appreciate hearing from you guys. So please do, if you're even just thinking you might say hello, I always appreciate hearing from you. Thank you so much for being here. And I will be back tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.